Okay, so now we'll move on to entering of the report card comments. So under the overall tab, when you click it, you find an arrow here at the top right corner which says comments. So you click on the arrow and it will send you to the page where you can enter the report card details. Alternatively, you can just scroll this bar here or just click the arrows left and right to move to that page. So we have several columns which we are going to fill. The first one is for the attendance at the end of the term. So we want to assume that Kingsley was present in school maybe 65 times, and maybe Joel was present maybe 62 times. And these entries should not exceed the number that is indicated here, else the computer will reject it. So under the conduct, you can choose from alternatives that are already in the system. You can just click on the cell. A small arrow will show here. You click on the arrow and then you scroll down. So when you scroll down, you can choose a conduct which describes the pupil. So in this case, we are assuming that Kingsley is polite. So we do the same thing for the other pupils. You click on the cell, click on the arrow, scroll down, and then you choose a conduct that describes the pupil. And you do the same thing for each of the remaining columns. Under the attitude, you can click on the cell and then click an attitude which describes the conduct and the pupil that you are describing. So we can do the same thing over here. And the same thing also applies to the class teacher remarks. You just click the cell, click on the small arrow, scroll down, and then select a comment which suits the pupil. And under each of these columns, you can also choose to type your own comments. So for example, if I want to say that Rosalind is calm, I can just type it there and then press enter. You can also assume that Abigail likes singing. You can type it there. So in any of these columns, you can type or select from the drop-down list. Okay, so once you are done entering the report card details, we can move on to the report card itself. And over here, we can view the report cards of the pupil. So, for example, this is Kingsley's report card. You can see his various scores, the total score, the grades he obtained in each subject, the positions, and his remarks. You can also see his aggregates, his raw score, and his average score, the attendance that was entered, his position in the class, and the various comments that we selected for him. We can also view other pupils' report cards. For example, this is Joel's report card. To do that, you just click on this cell, click on the small arrow, and then you select the pupil. So once everything is done, and if the computer is connected to a printer, we can print out the report cards. Assuming I want to print only one report card, that is, for example, Rosalind's report card, then I will click this button, which will print only Rosalind's report card. But if I want to print the report cards of all the pupils, then I'll click this button, which will print the report cards of all the pupils. Caution is that do not click this button if the computer is not connected to a printer, else you'll be getting a lot of prompts according to the number of pupils in the class. Thank you for watching.